How can nuclear insurance affect safety? Have the lessons from the Fukushima NPP accident been learned in the terms of risk management? Does the new generation of safe reactors exist? Can the operators themselves insure the risks? A global nuclear insurance pool. Is it a myth or reality? These topics, as well as other important issues, have been discussed during the first International Forum on Nuclear Insurance, The Edge of Safety and Tetrahedron of Responsibility, which took place in Moscow on the 18th-19th of February 2014. In the sphere of nuclear insurance, the Tetrahedron of Responsibility is a collaborative effort of the four parties: the state, the nuclear industry, the insurance market and the international community. Together, they can create conditions for sustainable development of nuclear power. Therefore, the forum was of great interest for the specialists from completely different areas related to nuclear power. Altogether, more than 70 participants from different countries, including France, Belgium and the Czech Republic, took part in the forum. They were the leaders and experts of the nuclear industry, representatives of insurance companies, experts on nuclear law, insurance inspection service professionals, journalists and international organizations representatives. That was the first time the Nuclear Insurance Forum took place in Russia. The initiative was strongly supported by participants.
Вы знаете, очень большой интерес, профессиональный интерес. Это форум, где встречаются профессионалы высокого класса и где звучат интересные мысли, интересные суждения. Считаю, что это очень полезное мероприятие.
Форум очень интересный. Он затрагивает очень важные вопросы, актуальные для России, связан с международным сотрудничеством в области ядерного страхования, ядерной ответственности и развитием национального законодательства в этой области. Поэтому я считаю, что это очень здорово, что такой форум проходит в Москве сейчас.
The expectations of participants were quite positive and diverse.
По моему пониманию, вот самая главная тема как раз предстоит сейчас. Это тема образования. Эта тема даже важнее, чем безопасность, хотя вот я занимаюсь в основном безопасностью, но тема образования, тема привлечения молодых людей в ядерную отрасль представляется мне сейчас ключевой.
Я ожидаю не только той информации, которая всем интересна, но, может быть, каких-то рекомендаций. Рекомендаций по развитию законодательства, по каким-то прорывам в сфере ядерного страхования.
On the 18th of February, the plenary session was opened by the director of the Nuclear Safety Institute, Leonid Bolshov. He expanded the issue of nuclear insurance in terms of nuclear safety and spoke about the lessons from the major accidents at nuclear power plants. Quote, "A lot of things on nuclear safety improvement have been done after Chernobyl and Fukushima NPP accidents. But in the field of nuclear insurance, much more has to be done." Mikhail Lysenko described in his speech the challenges facing the international nuclear law. He spoke about the Russian proposals to improve global nuclear safety regime, which was supported by the IAEA. He underlined the task of universality of the international nuclear liability regime. Quote, "Many countries are contemplating which convention to join. There is a kind of competition because of this fragmentation of the international regime." A report of Dani von Welkenhuizen, who spoke about the nuclear insurance mutual associations, their backgrounds, benefits and results of operation, which is as yet unique experience for Russia, was met with great attention. He also informed of the current trend towards consolidation of the European nuclear insurance market. Quote, "The insurance companies don't want to make a long-term commitment. Therefore, there is an alternative solution: to create a mutual insurance company which would belong to the operators of nuclear installations." The report by Vyacheslav Kuznetsov on research studies on the Kurchatov Institute and transportable nuclear power plants, the promising direction of nuclear energy development, was duly noted. It is difficult to expand these technologies on foreign markets without resolving nuclear liability and insurance issues. Therefore, an adjustment of the legal framework is necessary. Quote, "A minimum program for the legal framework of a country that wishes to join small nuclear power is to create national nuclear law and to establish the sphere of responsibility for nuclear damage." Idea of Vladimir Haritonov about combining various organizations involved in nuclear insurance into a united global insurance pool got a lively response from the audience. Participants asked a lot of questions and expressed their views. Quote, "Since each nuclear accident is a hard lesson for everybody, then everybody must invest in this lesson." Forum continued its work on the 19th of February in the form of a panel discussion, debate and thematic workshop. The panel discussion International Nuclear Law and Global Nuclear Liability Regime was met with great interest. A senior legal advisor of Nuclear Energy Agency, Jimena Vázquez-Menyan, provided an overview of international conventions that exist today and spoke about the experience of the Fukushima accident in terms of insurance coverage. She also answered the questions about the situation in India. Olga Supataeva focused her report on the development of national legislation on nuclear liability.
Само собой, это гармонизация этого законодательства в самом широком смысле этого слова.
Leading experts on nuclear law Elena Artemova and Yulia Lebedeva also took part in the panel discussion. The discussion was moderated by Pavel Kozlov, director of the Center for Normative Regulation of the Corporate Academy of Rosatom. The panel discussion was followed by the debate Insurance of Nuclear Risks, How to Manage What Cannot Be Counted. Recognized experts in risk assessment and nuclear safety, Boris Gordon, Alexander Dmitriev and Mikhail Rylev set the pace of the discussion. Subjects of probabilistic safety analysis and assessment of insurance risks, the lessons of nuclear accidents, the prospects of nuclear reactors with enhanced safety were thoroughly discussed. The audience actively participated in the discussion. The workshop Global Nuclear Safety, Nuclear Insurance and Knowledge Management concluded the second day of the forum. The subject of nuclear insurance as a knowledge system and as an integral part of safety of nuclear technologies was discussed. The European experience of insurance inspections of nuclear facilities was of particular interest to the audience. The forum participants consider the event was successful. The positive sides were mentioned and the prospects for the next meeting were outlined.
I think it was well organized.
Я думаю, что он был хорошо организован.
I think it helps the overall understanding of nuclear liability.
И я также думаю, что он поймет лучше понять вопросы ядерной ответственности.
And hopefully it will lead to a harmonization throughout entire Europe, including Russia.
И я думаю, что он будет способствовать процессу гармонизации по всей Европе, включая Россию.
The forum is very interesting. I understand it's the first year that they're doing it, and I think it's important that there is a place of exchange between the people who are interested in nuclear insurance, mainly the operators and the insurers, to discuss about the different topics like improving the insurance coverage and also about improving the nuclear liability regimes.
Вот, очень актуальный форум, мне понравился, очень интересные сообщения. Каждый форум это собрание специалистов разного профиля. И это, как часто это бывает, это обмен идеями.
Без ядерного страхования, без решения вопросов гражданской ответственности ядерная энергетика никуда дальше не двинется.
Это довольно редкий случай, когда на одной площадке встретились специалисты самых разных профессий, но заинтересованы в общем проблеме страхования, проблеме оценок безопасности, оценок рисков аварий. И, конечно, у меня даже сложилось такое понимание, что подобные площадки надо с какой-то периодичностью повторять, чтобы через них проходило как можно большее число людей.
Thank you all for participation and interest in important issues of nuclear insurance. We are looking forward to see you again next year. We welcome new participants. We will try to make the forum even better, to add new topics for discussion, to increase the number of participants and speakers. We invite you to consider the possibility of cooperation on the project development in our common interests. We wish you all the best and looking forward to seeing you soon. What issues will be discussed at the next forum? Follow the announcements on the website insdeshdf.com/IFNI.